Hi, I'm Donna Joy Usher, the author. I write several different genres. I write in the fantasy, the cozy mystery, the chick lit, and at the moment I'm moving more into paranormal with my first book in the Demon Bounty Hunter series, which I'm really excited about. But today what I want to talk to you about is basically my characters, and especially my strong female protagonist characters, and what parts of me are in those characters. I often get asked questions like that, like, how did you create that character, and can you do this and can you do that, and things like that. So today I just wanted to cover that. So basically my first book I wrote, The 7 Steps to Closure, Tara was my main character, and there weren't any so much certain elements of me that were in Tara, just as in basically she's similar to my personality type, I guess. I considered making her a dentist in that book because I am a dentist, but I decided in the end to make Dinah, her friend, a dentist. I thought that maybe by making her a dentist, perhaps she wouldn't be as relatable to most women. So that's why I didn't make her a dentist in that book. So, but then when I moved into the Chanel series with Chanel, probably a little bit more of my bumbling clumsiness came into it. So I'm not always clumsy, but I can do some really ridiculous clumsy things sometimes. I'm sometimes the the kid from that cartoon with the school for the gifted, and he's like trying to push the door and it says open on it, school for the gifted, open, and he's like trying to get in. That can be me sometimes. I can definitely be like that. Like for instance, I don't know if you can see, can you see it on the wall here behind me? I've got a wall art, and it's got a net of fairy lights over it. And I was going to take them back because I thought they were broken, the solar. So I left it up there to charge all day, and then I took it down and I turned it on. So I took the solar thing down, turned it over, turned the on button, and they turned on. And then when I went to put it back up, they turned back off. And I was like, oh, that's so weird. And on, off, on, off. I'm like, oh my God, the switch, there's something wrong with the switching now. Ironically enough, I also had, if you can see these lamps on the end of my table here, same thing. They're solar lanterns, and it was malfunctioning as well, only working when it was upside down for some weird reason, right? Anyway, I was like, is it something with the switching? Is it a pressure thing? What's going on? And then I realized after about a day of it that it only turned on at night, and the reason it turned on when it was upside down is because it was in the shadow and it thought it was night, and when I turned it upside down it was in the light and it turned off. So go me. So that part of me comes out more in Chanel, the bumbling side of me. My next character that I wrote was Izzy. So she's younger than me. She's 18. She's a fairy. She's magical. So there's not much there going on. Maybe just my once again my personality, my sense of humour came in Izzy. Sissy. So Sissy is my cozy mystery sci-fi protagonist. So she was. I guess probably out of all my characters, she is probably the most like me in that her skill level. So there's stuff about me that I don't talk about that she can do that I can do. So for instance, I can ride a motorbike. I do have a motorbike license. So in that she rides a motorbike. I'm not as good a motorbike rider as she is, I might add. Same with martial arts. I have a brown belt in Bushidokai karate. Which I got many, many years ago, so I'm not actually actively training anymore, but she's like a karate master. She can shoot a gun. I was in the military for 6 years, I think, 6 years, so I can shoot a gun as well. I own 2 compound bows. So I'm not great. I'm not great at any of these things. I'm okay at them. I'm definitely not a master at any of these things, but I can do all of them. And I have done all of them. So she probably, from that point of view, being more of the ass-kicking Aussie chick, Sissy probably is more like me than really any of my other characters put together. My new character that I'm writing, Mel, she is a witch. Once again, probably more into the ass-kicking region. So she's again well trained in martial arts, can ride a motorbike, so probably taking a bit more of Sissy and then putting it more into a witch this time. So she is living in human world. They just don't know about the witches, but so she's magical. Obviously I don't have magical powers, but I can do some of the things that she can do in regards to fighting and riding and stuff like that. So I think that about sums it up for my female protagonist characters and what where they came from, how they were born to life. So like when I write my characters, I kind of like start with an idea of, you know, how old they are, what do they look like, what's their driving force, what's their pain and frustration, their motivation for moving forward, what is it that drives them to do what it is that they do. And I just start with that, and then I start writing them, and they become three-dimensional. And often things I didn't know about them that they could do comes out during the book. So it's a very dynamic process. It's a very exciting process, and part of the reason I love the writing is because sometimes I don't feel like I'm writing a book as so much as I'm reading a book or watching a movie. And I have actually found myself sometimes thinking about this great movie that I saw when realizing that it's actually the book I'm writing, right? When I'm just very my mind's just playing and I don't even realize what I'm thinking about. So that's part of the reason I love writing, is because it is a very dynamic process. And once I kind of work out the framework of it, the premise of it, then I let the characters free, and they go crazy in the world that I've created for them, and all the dialogue flows and the action happens, and I just have structure points of things that I know that have to happen. So it's kind of like I'm on this journey. I know points of where they have to get to A, B, C, D, and E, but I don't know what happens in between when I start writing. And it all just starts to come. And with this latest series with Mel, I was really procrastinating starting writing it because I felt like I had to really world build it out and work out the rules for the magic and the premise. And I kind of done that with quantum physics and stuff I was reading about at the moment. I kind of was using quantum physics and the 0 point field as the point of my magic. But then I still wasn't writing because it's like I didn't have it totally nailed in. And then finally I'm like, just start writing. And sure enough, in the first scene, how she uses how she uses her magic, all start to make sense to me, and how, because it is using quantum physics, and it's all about the elements and the manipulation of the elements, and also the manipulation of the actual subatomic particles is really where, and the energy involved and created within that is how the magic comes. So to me, the actual writing process itself is entirely magical and exciting, and I think because of that, my characters do carry a lot of me in them. Not my lead characters, because I birth them, and it's a part of me that goes into them. It's a part of my personality, it's a part of my nature, and a part of my experiences that ends up being in my characters. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video of me talking about my characters, my character developments, and where they come from. And I hope you're having an amazing, amazing week. Now, if you do want to check me out, there'll be a link below this video for you to go and check out my Amazon page, so you can go and see all my books that I've written. And don't forget, if you like this video, don't forget to like it and subscribe to my channel so that you know when I release all my videos. So have an amazing day, and I will see you in my next video.